Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I think you can hear me without microphone, right? Okay, welcome again to the second session of our program. Today is such a happy day, and so today is such a grateful day. We all express our gratitude to each other, and by taking time to prepare food, thank you very much for taking your time to cook and prepare all the food that you brought today, and all the time that you spend, all the care that you give to that food, and it is how you express your gratitude. So let us spend some time discussing about this very important virtue, human virtue of gratitude. And so there is always encouragement in many religious traditions, many philosophies, to be grateful. Gratitude is one cardinal human virtue, and even some philosophers would say that gratitude is the mother of all other virtues. There's some truth into it, because gratitude also related to lack of ego, like understanding, recognizing that one has been helped by others. So it is definitely an important virtue. So today I would like to discuss three stages of this important virtue and how we can use it in our daily life. Before that, I would say that the first teaching that Buddha gave to this world is gratitude. Anybody remembers, how did the Buddha do it? Of course, we have well-known first sermon of the Buddha. The first sermon of the Buddha is that summarizes the main key teachings of the Buddha. We call the Dhammacakka Pavattana Sutta, the turning of the wheel of the Dhamma. The sermon of the turning of the wheel of the Dhamma. That is the first sermon where Buddha described Four Noble Truths. But that happened after 2 months of his enlightenment. Throughout the 2 months, he did not speak. He did not necessarily give a verbal talk. But the first teaching that Buddha gave, of course, not his first sermon, but the first lesson that he showed to the world is gratitude. It is when he decided to pay his gratitude to the tree under which he was enlightened. Because when he got enlightened, there was no one around him. Right? But today there are many thousands of people who want to appreciate and venerate the Buddha. But when he did his own struggle, his own spiritual journey, and there were many around him, particularly during the time, he was first a student of many other at least two key other spiritual teachers who knew a lot about meditation. So he went to them and learned meditation techniques from them and experienced them. But as an ascetic during that time, Buddha was not very happy with that. He didn't think that will bring him all the way to the enlightenment, that are helpful, that will make your mind peace and calm. But when you come out of the meditation, you are the same. You still have suffering and disappointments, and therefore Buddha really wanted to find out a way that how you can actually make that shift permanent. Like not only yes peaceful and happy during meditation, but you make a change to your whole existence, to your whole mind. Even out of meditation, you can live in the world without being hurt, disappointment, and agitated. So that's what he was looking for. So he was not quite happy with other that he learned them, he appreciated them, but it was not um, good enough for him. So he started practice by himself. And then he followed all the other extreme forms of asceticism, fasting, and depriving one's need, and then controlling the breath. Because those days there was a belief that when you go beyond the limits of your body, you will make a change to your consciousness that will reveal the reality. So many ascetics during that time giving extraordinary pains to the body. Stay at the hot sun and maybe taking very difficult postures, like standing 1 foot, for days, and then like lying down on nails, and definitely fasting, and also like stopping the breath and see what's going to happen. So there were so many other extreme forms of asceticism and ascetic Siddhartha before the Buddha. He did all these things. When other ascetics saw that Buddha is so committed and he's doing these things, like no other ascetics is doing, so they all believe that he will have a breakthrough. So many other ascetics who are practicing with him believed in him, and particularly there were 5 of them who actually surrounded him because they believed that he will have the breakthrough because he was so committed. He's so fasting so much and in his body. And of course, Buddha later, told those stories, how weak was his body and everything. But anyway, so there were 5 ascetics around him, supporting him during that time. But after a few years of practicing extreme asceticism, uh, the ascetic Siddhartha realized that that is also not making any change. That is not also bringing him the kind of transformation that he's looking for. And he realized that that is not useful, so he decided to give it up too. And then instead, he started to practice what we call the middle path. Middle path. Not torturing the body, not depriving the body needs, but instead taking care of the body and then using the body as a support to develop the mind. So he did not believe that going beyond the limits of the body will give any breakthrough. So he started to eat again because he reduced his eating until 1 grain a day. He was so weak. But anyway, so then when he decided that it's not going to be useful and I'm going to take care of my body again, when he started to eat, all other 5 friends got so disappointed. They thought that, oh, he has given up. He want to return to luxury. And they were so disappointed. And they insisted to the ascetic, don't give it up. But he explained, no, that is not working. I'm not going to continue to experiment, continue to do things that it doesn't work for me. I'm trying a different method, the middle path. But they did not believe, and ultimately they left him. So now all other ascetics, now their trust is gone because he's following new method. They didn't believe that. So there's no one around him, but he continued to practice the middle path, taking care of the body and having enough, sufficient food, and then use the body as a tool, as a station, as a base for mindfulness. And then from there, he developed deep level of tranquility. And from there, he started to tune his mind to have more insights. When the mind is so settled and serene, then you can see through the reality of what is really happening here. So he's emphasizing more of the wisdom and insight after the tranquility meditation. So that is what we call, middle path and eightfold path. So he was following the middle path, and no one is around. Everybody has left him, but he did not give it up. Whether other people believe in him or not, he knew that this is going to work. If it didn't work, he was even willing to try other method, but he knew that this is going to work. So nobody was around then ultimately, and he kept doing it. On the full moon day in the month of May, he had the final breakthrough to become completely enlightened and realizing what is really happening in any person's within, and understood the Four Noble Truths and the independent origination, and he was enlightened. No one is around, by himself. After he became enlightened, and he just want to experience that bliss, that transformation happen in his mind, that deep peace that is undisturbed. Then now, because he make that change, like enduring permanent, then nothing can disturb him. So he just want to be there. So one whole week, he was just rejoicing, enjoying the bliss of enlightenment under that tree. And the second week comes, and now he wanted to, and then second week he really wanted to like appreciate and then be grateful to anyone or anything that helped him in this journey. So of course, if you were by yourself, if everybody left you, and you somehow got your thing done, what you would do, what you would say. And usually you will say that, oh, there was no one to help me. I did it by myself. Usually we complain, right? So what the Buddha did actually, instead of like, complaining, he turned around and looking for things that supported him. The one important thing supported him was the tree, giving him the shade, giving him the support because no one is around. So he decided this tree helped me, gave me the support and shelter. So he turned around and then start to gaze at the Bodhi tree with gratitude, because the tree is already big enough, there's no, it's next to, a river, so no need water. So he just expressed his gratitude by, gratefully gazing at it. So that is his first, thing he did after, sitting under that Bodhi tree, turning around and showing his gratitude to that tree. So that can be the first teaching that Buddha gave. And then after that, he wanted to share this teaching with others. And he first realized that it's not simple. This is a profound teaching. It's not easy for an ordinary person to understand. It requires a lot of guidance. But then again, he thought that, and he thought that, who else helped me? So he remembered his first teachers who first taught him meditation. He wanted to share this teaching with them out of gratitude. So he's looking for people who help him to like share this wonderful teaching, help him to like also to be released and have enlightenment. And he realized that both teachers he taught him meditation first have already passed away. So he could not teach. Then he decided to look for those 5 friends who left him. Usually in our own life, if someone was a friend, was helping us a lot, and then one point they refused us to help, and they did not help, maybe they abandoned us, and we will usually forget all the help they did to us, and we will remember he left me, right? He did not do that thing to me. So we forget all other help that person did and focus on the fact that he did not help the last time. That is how we do. But for the Buddha, of course, they left him, but they were with him for many years, at least for a few years. So he really wanted to look for them. They already have gone a long way. Actually, next week I'll be able to go to that place because I'm going for a pilgrimage. So I'll be going to a place where Buddha was looking. Buddha went to look for these 5 friends and gave his first sermon in northern India, in Saranath, right? So Buddha realized that they have gone a long way. So actually, but he made the journey. He walked all the way to find them in the Deer Park. At Banti is also Deer Park, right? We are also planning to build a deer park here. It's called Deer Park because we are the park where many monks and the deer lived, called Deer Park. That's where Buddha gave his first sermon. So he went all the way to look for them and shared his first teaching with them out of gratitude also.
And painting, right?
Yeah. That painting over there with 5 monks, is giving his first sermon, and the five friends who left him, but and they became the first disciples of the Buddha, first group of disciples of the Buddha. So in this both instances, we can see the gratitude as the like a big important theme in his own life, even before he spoken a word, and he has already shown the world the gratitude, importance of gratitude. So today we are learning that and we are experiencing that, and it's so usually the difficulty for many people to feel grateful is that because many people are going through difficulties in their life, challenges in their life, and any everyone is having difficulties and challenges, and many people don't have many things, right? So therefore, sometimes it's so difficult for some people to find something to be grateful for, right? But I think even think about the life of the Buddha. That, of course, when he became enlightened, there was no one around him, nobody helped him, but he was able to find something that helped him. So actually, even though the things do not happen the way we like, even though people don't help the way we expect them to help, and there's always a help happening around us. May not be the way we envision them to be, may not be the way we want them to be, but there's always help around, whether physical or living, non-living or non-living. There's always a help around us. Therefore, the today I would like to share with you three levels of gratitude, like how the gratitude can be practiced in three levels. And first level is called knowing or remembering or acknowledging that we have been helped, knowing it. Uh, because most of the time uh, we don't have enough memories or enough, maybe information, enough memories of how people have helped us. For example, today we ate nice food, right? We ate the dish. Uh, any, do you remember anything that you like the most? Any favorite thing did you eat today? How about you? What was the most favorite today dish? Any dessert?
I think you like the dessert.
Which one? I don't know. You don't know the name. Yeah, yeah. Think about whatever food that you enjoy today, and so of course we are grateful, but we don't know how many hours that was given to prepare that food by that person. If you really get to know really when that person is start to make that food and how that person has to push other things that he would like to do in order to make this, and kind of hardships they have to go through in order to prepare in your kitchen, and and of course we are grateful for the pie, pumpkin pie, so how many hours, if you get to know exactly how many hours that person spent on that, and how many hardships that person has to go through, and how many sacrifices that person did in order to find the time to do that. If you get to know all these details, and that can help us to feel grateful. So the first level is called remembering that we have been helped. Remembering, because most of the time we have a challenge. Actually, the first one to remember, in order to know, in order to acknowledge that we are helped, we have a challenge because we have to work against our brain, because our brain is very good in remembering all the hurts, all the threats, and all the difficulties that we had with other people or other things, and ignoring the good um, help we receive. So we have a cognitive bias. that we easily remember the hurts. We easily remember whatever mistakes, whatever negligence of other people, and we vaguely remember helps, supports we receive. We have that cognitive bias through our evolution, because when we were living among the lions and tigers, in the caves, in the forest, it was more advantageous for us to remember the threats and misfortunes than remembering the benefits and the fortunes, because it was helpful for us to survive. If you remember the threats, if you remember bad things, that can help you to prevent yourself. So it was helpful to survive. That is why you're able to survive. But now we shouldn't be in the survival mode. Survival mode is good to save our life, but it's not a good mood to live forever. Because survival mode, prepare ourselves to react, but it's not a healthy way of being. We need to like settle down. So therefore, because of that, evolutionary process or whatever, we have a cognitive bias to remember bad things more than the good things, particularly with regard to a person. You remember any bad thing that person has told you, any hurts that person, and you clearly remember them, but it will take some effort for you to remember all the good things that that person has done to us. So therefore, we have that challenge. So the first level of gratitude is making an effort to purposely remember of the help we receive from others. We need to make an effort to remember, because easily we may have been forgotten. And especially when we feel disappointed about the person, when we feel upset and angry about that person, take your time and purposely remember, is there any time that person was kind to me? Is there any time that person has given a gift to me? And we can remember that and purposely remember that. And even when we don't feel grateful, if you really want to feel grateful, and the best thing will be to to purposely remember. And there is a practice called Naikan in Japan. Naikan. Now, kan means to see, right? Look, yeah, Naikan. Naikan practice. Yes?
Inside.
Yeah, looking inside. Yeah, looking inside. In that particular practice, they focus on three questions. I think I have told you before too. Their meditation is actually focusing on three questions. You select a person who is related to your life, and you ask this question: uh, what what I have received from that person. You specifically remember specific details, what I have received from that person. You can either select a particular period of time and then try to recover memory, like during this period of time, what I have received from that person, what I have received from that person in terms of services, in terms of gifts, attention. And the second question we ask, what I have given to that person in our interaction, what I have given to that person. And then you purposely try to remember things. And the third question you ask, what troubles I caused that person in that interaction? What troubles, what inconveniences, what discomfort I may have caused, not intentionally, but just being there. So what troubles I caused. So these are the three questions that is reflected in that meditation. But anyway, so it is helping us to recover memory, like having a deeper understanding and remembering, remembering, like knowing, remembering, and acknowledging that I have been helped. Even though no matter how difficult our life is, no matter how disadvantageous our life is, but still there is always uh, help we receive from others and from environment, from other things, because our life is impossible without interaction, without help, collaboration and cooperation and help. So at least from the nature we have been helped, if not from people, right? So remembering is the first level. And if you remember clearly, the next next stage of gratitude would be, as a result of knowing, then feeling grateful, acknowledging, remembering that I have been helped, and then developing deep feeling of gratitude, deep feeling of gratitude. So early part is more related to head, like knowing and remembering. But then we have to move to the second part, which is deeply feeling grateful to that person, thankful to that person. We have two words in Pali, right, Banti, to refer to these two levels of gratitude. Yeah.
That is special, but in Pali language, just in other language, especially in English, we use gratefulness or gratitude.
Yeah.
But in Pali, there are two terms. First one is called in Pali katanyu.
Katanyu.
Then second one is katavedi. The first one, as Bante mentioned, that to know very simply, he or one knows what have done for me somebody else. Then to feel, right, Bante?
Yeah, second one is katavedi, to feel. To feel what has done to us, right? So that's moving to heart. So knowing that I have been helped, I received help, and then feeling it, feeling like gratitude, feeling humbled, because that usually when we realize that I have been helped, and what's going to happen, we realize that actually there's no place for me to be arrogant. To become so humble because we have received so many help, and sometimes we didn't know about that earlier, right? And then feeling and making our heart full of this feeling of this feeling of humbleness and gratitude, thankfulness, and appreciation, mainly the appreciation. So that is the second level. Feeling, being appreciative, being humble, that I didn't do everything by myself. Yes, we did big part. Even Buddha would have said that I did it by myself, right? So even though no one was around, but he didn't believe that he did it by himself. Of course, he put his all energy, but that is what we usually feel, right? When everyone abandoned us, we didn't receive the help we when we want help, and so therefore we feel like I did it by myself. It may be some cases, we may have to do many things by ourselves, and we may have to put more effort, but that doesn't mean that we didn't receive help at all. And there are still help we receive from others or nature for other things. So therefore, deeply feeling appreciative, humble, and gratitude. That is second level. Second level. Third level is actually expressing gratitude. Now you are moving to like more action. You are expressing gratitude either through your verbs, or either through your actions, either through some kind of repaying the help. So now you are moving to more like expressing level. You are expressing gratitude. You do something towards them. So that particularly during Thanksgiving time, we are doing it also. Today, what you did was that you did not you even express that gratitude by giving your time, giving your energy, giving your care, and producing something, preparing something, and giving it to others. So you remember that you were helped by this community, and then you maintain that gratitude, that appreciation, that humbleness, and then today you express it, say it. Yeah. But saying is also very important, right, Bante? Sometimes we may be grateful, but sometimes we can be very lazy to tell. Particularly, this is very common in family environment, among family, among friends, because we think that, do you really have to say it? I mean, they are supposed to do it, right? I mean, that's how we feel, in the family environment, right? And we think that it's not a big deal, maybe other person did laundry for us. We don't think it's a big deal. Right? I mean, other person gave a ride to us. We don't think it's a big deal. Yeah, he's supposed to do it. So then it's not going to be healthy. And sometimes you acknowledge it, but you are very shy, or maybe very, I don't know, very lazy to say it. It's very important, we can express it. So third level is expressing. So expressing requires a lot of humility again, like lack of, because sometimes we can be quite, arrogant not to say it, like you acknowledge it in your heart, but you don't want other people to know. So, but expressing requires also some humility. So therefore, third level is expressing it, doing something, like repaying the generosity, repaying it. But in deeper level of expressing is actually not necessarily, not only repaying to the person who helped you. More deeper level of expressing is actually maintaining that attitude of gratitude and keep helping and supporting anyone that you meet in your life. Of course, expressing our gratitude to the person who helped us is important. Like you go to that person and say, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm blessed to have you. And it is such a good, so you can say that to that person. But in deeper level of expressing is not only to express that gratitude to that person, but actually maintaining this attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude, because when you realize that I have been helped by many, many people. Some people are already not around us. I have been helped by nature. I have been helped by so many other people, and they are maybe not around us. So therefore, we have to start expressing our gratitude not only to the people who have helped us, but to the all people and beings. And so if we can have that level of gratitude, like you'll be always expressing your gratitude to every tree that you see. Of course, you may have breathed, from that tree, right? And every person that you meet, that person may not have directly help, but still we can be grateful to the fact that I have been helped by others. So therefore, it's my opportunity to help this person. So you express your gratitude to everyone. And because you knew that you have been helped, people have been helped, previous generation have helped us in the kind of society, kind of freedom that you are enjoying right now, kind of social system you are having right now, is due to dedication of many generations of people. Like they have done their sacrifices, they have paid their taxes, right? They have done their the movements, any kind of liberation movements, and they have put a lot of energy, and now we are benefiting from them. So we don't have those people to like express our gratitude, but we can keep expressing a gratitude for next generation. So that will be the third one. So there's an interesting quote I found, by a novelist, Alice Walker. Alice Walker, you heard about the famous novel? Yes, yes, Color Purple. And she had this statement saying that thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. So thank you as a prayer. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. So this like praise thank you as a prayer. And she said that she does it quite often. Yeah, so we can have this thank you, as a prayer, as a mantra, right? And then feeling grateful for anything. Any good things happen to you, like any escape from a bad thing, right? We can keep saying thank you. And it's a best prayer. So so we need to like keep paying attention to whatever help support we receive, although they are not obvious. If we see and look deep enough, we will see that at every time we are getting a help, we are experiencing a compassion of someone almost all the time in our life. We are experiencing compassion of someone all the time, most of the time. Think about now. Are you experiencing kindness of someone right now? Of course, today we ate the meal, but think about at this moment, what do you think? Are you experiencing kindness of someone now? How? Can you share with me?
I'm sitting comfortably.
And then someone has arranged that chair for us. You did not arrange that chair by yourself, right? Yeah. So someone has arranged that chair, and then you are now benefiting, having the benefit of that. Anyone else? But you think right now you should.
Just listening to your talk.
That would be other experience the compassion of someone all the time. Yes. Anything else? What you notice right now?
Being nice and warm while it's cold outside or in here, where it's comfortable.
Yes, exactly. So someone has to pay the bill, right? Yeah. So someone is paying bill, and we are experiencing the compassion of that, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it's not easy to heat this building. Definitely. It's a cabin house. Yeah. Mm. Anything else?
Company of everyone.
Mm.
Makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, friendship, the smile, yeah, that kind of. Even you can think about the dress that you are wearing. Look at this specific dress that you are wearing now today, or maybe jewelry you are having. How did you get it? Hmm? Oh, yes. Okay. Is there anything that you're wearing, a gift from someone?
Oh yeah, Kobe.
Yes.
This necklace, yeah.
Yeah, you see?
That's from
Everything.
Jyoti.
Yeah, from him. Yeah. Okay.
Even if you bought it, someone still had to make it.
Exactly. I was going to tell that. Definitely. Maybe you have bought it for yourself, but and then even like somebody has given you work to earn the money to buy it, and then it's still somebody has put. Exactly. Exactly. That's always we are breathing, right? Always we are breathing, and so anytime we breathe, we are getting the benefit from the nature. Right? So therefore, so those are the three levels of gratitude, three stages of gratitude I would like to share with you. Remembering that we have been helped, and then feeling appreciative and grateful of the fact that we have been helped. And third one is expressing our gratitude in our behavior, in our speech, in our facial response, everything, to the people who helped us, and even beyond that. Any sharing or questions?
Used to complain about not having no shoes until I saw a guy with no feet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like I grew up with no gratitude mostly,
Mhm.
and I found it like about 6 months ago,
Yeah.
and it's just changed my entire life. To be honest,
I'm so
I
glad.
just
Okay.
feel a lot like happy, way more than I ever have in my entire life.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just hit me, and I kept holding it. And it's just I can't stop feeling grateful.
Okay. I'm so glad that definitely gratitude is the pathway to be happy. So anytime we are grateful, we are paying attention to the positive sides of our life. We are paying attention to the help we receive. So it's very difficult to be sad when you are grateful. There's no way.
I try to think about all of the negative things, like any health things I've dealt with. I am still grateful for those. Like I try to deepen that to
Mm.
even the negative things I've experienced and have even done, because they taught me, they
Yeah,
taught other people's.
exactly. Yeah. So it's sometimes even challenges and like difficult, like let's say uncomfortable things in our life can teach us so many things, right?
Or something else. I try to think about like this teeny tiny beings like in the soils and all the insects, because I feel I've noticed people smashing them. And I even used to like hurt flies sometimes. And now I'm extremely mindful of even the tiniest like little insects that I see, trying to get them to a safer place instead of just like washing them off my counter, like
Yeah.
I literally keep these tiny little bugs on the corner of my counter instead of wiping them away. Things like that's silly, but
No, not silly.
things like that. They're
Because that's
helping my
also,
environment.
being, right? That's also,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, when you live our life, it's very extremely difficult not to, create some disturbance, some violence to other beings, because our presence is already, occupying a space and is like disturbing other beings. But what we can do is like minimize the hurt, the harm, the violence that we may do to other beings. Being grateful. Yeah, so it's definitely related to happiness. Yeah, and as a technique, if anytime if you feel upset, disappointed, and being like being ignored, anytime you have that kind of darkness in your life, always try to find some little thing that you can be grateful for. Look around and look, and if you can find even little thing that we can be grateful for, at the moment you catch that, moment to think about it, and our sadness is gone. So that's the easy way to turn our mood, from being negative to positive. And if you look deep enough, you will find something that we can be grateful for. Okay, so we were talking about knowing and then feeling and doing, right? So we can do a short meditation to develop more of feeling of gratitude. So we can do it, and maybe you can start with the standing first. Let's relax our hands and take a moment to feel the weight of our body in our both feet. Try to adjust your body. Try to stand firmly on the ground and distribute your weight somewhat evenly to your both feet. Letting your hands hang by themselves. And bringing the whole attention to this moment. Appreciate this moment. We will be able to have a very grateful time together. Appreciate this moment to express our gratitude and receive loving kindness and care from others. This is a moment of nourishment. These moments, this expressing of gratitude and receiving care and love, appreciation from others are moments of nourishing to ourselves. Rejoice that. So with that, rejoice. Let us now slowly sit down for seated meditation. Let's adjust our body. Let us now gradually go into a wholesome space, wholesome place in our mind. We will be feeling gratitude, thankfulness in our heart. So in order to do that, I will guide you. We will remember a few important helps we received in our life. Let us start with the immediate benefit help we receive from others. Just think about the nice, delicious meal that you had today. Those food was prepared for us by someone, some others, by giving their time, giving their care. They might have given an extra care to prepare this food that they are going to bring to temple. So today we had this good time, good meal, due to the care, the hard work of many other people. So feel grateful and repeat to yourself, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Let us now move beyond this immediate situation to the key people who helped our life. There are key people who helped us, who prepared such a future for us. Try to recall to your mind specific people who groomed you, who helped you, including your parents and other significant others in your early childhood. Try to think about them. And those people, they had a dream of us. They dedicated so much for us. They sacrificed their own happiness and pleasure to give us a better future. They have given so much to us in their time, their resources. Think about them, parents, your grandparents, or any other significant others in your life. The unconditional love we receive, the warmth we receive from them. Let us repeat ourselves. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. Let us now recall to our mind significant teachers in our life. There could have been many teachers in your life, but for our purpose right now, remember few specific teachers who gave us guidance, direction with compassion, who genuinely wanted us to succeed, who had a great dream and trust in us. Think about such few key teachers in your life. Their guidance, their effort have made a big change in our life. Let us feel deeply grateful towards all these great teachers. Let us repeat ourselves. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. Let us now recall to our mind our friends who helped us a lot. There could have been many friends in your life, but let us, for this moment, for this purpose, recall to our mind few key friends who did such a great help, support to our lives. Friends who were there to share our stories, our sadness. Friends who did not judge us, who were willing to accept as who we are. Friends who gave us sometimes guidance and support. Think about such companions you had in your life, or even having right now. Let us feel deeply grateful for all the time, all the kindness, all the care that those people have given to us. Let us repeat ourselves. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful, so grateful to them. Let us go beyond our friends and recall to our mind whatever animals who have helped us in our life. So many animals contribute to our peaceful living. Could be your pets, could be other animals around the nature. And all the animals who help produce food, including bees, butterflies, and all other creatures in the ecosystem. Their presence in the ecosystem has helped us to live well in this environment. Let us deeply grateful for all those animals around us who helped us a lot. Repeat to yourself, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to them. Let's now go beyond animals to whole ecosystem, including all the plants, the ocean, the mountains. And we have been helped by all the trees around us, all the plants around us, and all the air coming through the mountains, the ocean. We continuously receive help, support from this whole ecosystem. Let us feel deeply grateful to the whole nature, to all the plants, all the trees, and whole ecosystem. Feel your breathe, the sensation inside your nostrils, and feel that every breath is a gift I'm getting from the nature. The air that is now passing through your nose to your lungs, maybe coming from the trees around us, coming from the creek, coming from the rivers, the oceans, the glaciers, the mountains. And this breath has all these elements in it. Joyfully breathing, accepting the whole nature, the gift you are receiving, and gratefully breathe out, appreciating deeply appreciating the gift. Feel the breath, enjoy the breath as a gift from the nature. Dukkha pataca nidukkha bhayapattaca nibbaya sukappataca nisukha hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation. Gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us deeply feel grateful again for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation. Feel grateful to the Supreme Buddha who given us such wonderful teachings and techniques for us. Deeply feel grateful to all other great teachers, the enlightened masters in the past who passed these teachings. Let us also feel grateful any help you receive right now for your meditation. And even acknowledging the support you receive from this cushion, this chair, this bell. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Thank you. Let us share the Let us share the merits. Again, out of gratitude, you can think about all our ancestors, departed relatives who are no more with us today. We can dedicate these merits towards them, wishing them a well-being. By coming here and spending this time together, we have generated so much goodness, good merits in our heart. Let us now share these merits with all other departed relatives, our ancestors. May they receive these merits. Especially today, we also want to think about the relatives that passed away a few days ago, right? Duan Mok Nu, right? Duan, yeah, Duan Mok Nu. We also share this merits with her who passed away last month. And you can recall to your mind and share this merits with all of them. Let us chant together. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita huntu ñātayo. Let us also share this medicine with all other living beings. Is there anyone in this world who would like to share this merit? May he or she do so. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca amhehi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Sabbe sattha anumodantu Samba Sampatti Siddhya. We will now do a short blessing chant, wishing you all blessings for good health, for prosperity, and for peace. Wish that may you have a very, very grateful, very wonderful Thanksgiving season. May you be able to express your gratitude towards many. May you be able to feel love and care from many. And may you grow your loving kindness, your compassion, and your wisdom during this time. May you all be blessed with good health, peace, and Sabbhitiyo vivajjantu sambarogo vinasatu mate bhavantantarayo sukhi digayuko bhave bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata Samba Buddhanubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Samba Mangalang Rakkantu Samba Devata Samba Dhammanubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sanganubhavena Sada Sotti Bhavantu Te. So if you like to have a new blessing strings, please come. Yeah. And also want to appreciate those who join over YouTube and really like that you are part of this, Thanksgiving gathering from distance. And I really appreciate and look forward to see you again on our Wednesday meditation. Yeah. Thank you for being a part of the program.